something.
Continue. All right.
All right. Well, welcome, guys. It's really great to see all your faces. You know, I miss having you guys around. It's been feels like a decade now. It's only been a couple of years. But for those people who are watching this, we're here with Chahin, Aghrim, Artur, Zvinchuk, and Manuela Cornejo, former athletes at Goldey-Beacom College. You know, did a lot more than that in their time here. And, you know, we're reaching out to them as alumni to kind of see what they've been up to. So welcome, everybody. It's good to see your faces.
Good to see you too, mate.
Yeah, thank you, Jeremy. Thank you.
Well, I think, you know, one of the things that people are going to want to know is what you guys are up to now. Like, you know, where are you in the world? And where do you work, and what have you been doing?
Okay. Well, we are now in Germany. Germany already. It is going to be 1 year actually in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So it's crazy how time runs. It still feels like we just arrived, to be honest. But actually a lot has changed. I mean, yeah, I mean, the guys have been working since the day we arrived, I think, with jet lag, everything. They started working. For me, at the beginning, I was, of course, looking for a job. So I came here and started applying in anywhere and everywhere. Yeah, and it took me then about, I started the end of January then. So we came back end of October. And then I started working at DHL as an intern end of January, and I'm still in that position. So it has been now 8 months that I've been working there. And yeah, so it has been a very nice experience, to be honest. Completely different. Like at the beginning, I had to get used to, you know, the other rhythm. I mean, it's work, it's not the athlete's life that you have. So at the beginning, it was kind of like, okay, I wake up, go to work for 8 hours, come back, and that's it. So, you know, you don't have the rhythm of like.
Don't forget the part where you have to pay your bills. You know, that's the favorite part.
Exactly, that too. So that's the one part, and the second is like you don't have, you know, the conditioning in the morning. Then you go to class, then you go to practice, then you might have night class again. Then on the next day you have a game. So it was different, not difficult. It was different to get used to it, and I also get to know, you know, this rhythm of life in terms of, okay, so how do I structure my life now? How do I put sports into it again? Because I wanted, you know, to keep going as well, and of course on a different level as well. But yeah, so life has changed a lot. I missed Goldie a lot, especially. I have my moments where I think of all you guys and also the time there, and yeah, it's different, but also a new start, a new, you know, phase of life, I would say. But definitely missing. I don't know this. Yeah, I mean, this is, you cannot explain it. You have to live it, and you know all how it feels like being an athlete, student athlete. Yeah.
How about you guys? What are you working on? I know you guys are the app fellas. What are you guys working on any new apps? Are you still working on the ones that you were on, Youpendo, or what are you up to these days?
Yeah, we're still working on Youpendo. I mean, that was the reason why we came here initially, because we we had the chance to partner up with a company which would allow us to work full-time on Youpendo. And we've been doing this since the day we came here, and yeah, it's still our full-time job.
It teaches us every single day. It teaches us something. I mean, like, you know, like coming out of school is always a bit difficult because you feel like you're always thrown into the cold water. But since we had like a lot of support, I think we got the opportunity to work on something that teaches us, that teaches others, and we I think we came pretty far so far, and yeah, but we just trying to improve every single day, just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, what's been interesting for us is I mean, before that, we also did internships. We worked part-time, and yeah, we worked on our first startup in the US, Smart Students. But this is the first time us being full-time entrepreneurs, so full-time being on our own. And yeah, it's challenging. It's challenging, of course. It's amazing, and there's all this upsides. We can, you know, work whenever we want, do whatever we want, sort of.
Yeah.
But it's challenging. It's challenging, and yeah, to go out there every morning and fully commit yourself to it, be fully focused. Definitely, definitely the next challenge after being a college athlete.
That makes sense. So so where are you at now with Youpendo? Like recent upgrades, anything that's changed? Where are you at now with number of downloads? How is Youpendo doing?
So one big thing that has changed is that our initial vision for Youpendo was to build a safe space where people could share uplifting, positive, and authentic messages with one another and strangers from all around the world. And now, after observing our users for a couple of months now, we've learned that people don't just want to share and discover paper planes, those kind and uplifting messages, but they actually want to dig one level deeper. So our vision has a bit changed, that now we want to create a social experience where people can meaningfully connect with one another and create new connections and create new conversations with like-minded others from all around the world. And numbers-wise, we're actually super happy. We're super happy. The feedback has been great. And now that's going to be very exciting. That's one new thing that we're working on, is to enable this connection. And we want to do this in form of a messaging experience specifically designed for groups, where you get together in safe rooms and have the chance to connect with multiple people from all around the world and discuss about things that you have in common and things that you just want to discuss with one another.
Yeah, I mean, as you know, like at the beginning, we started this off with all the people from Goldey and all of our friends supporting us, and they really did a great job. They helped us improve the app initially to the best way possible. But one thing we also realized is, as soon as people come in, which we don't know, then the dynamic changes a bit. But that's a very, very good thing, because then people are like fully honest, and because we're always tracking, we always we have to be true to ourselves, and by looking at numbers and data, we know how to decide and what next steps we can do, and we have been, and what Artur mentioned, that's exactly what we learned from this type of data, and yeah, it has brought us pretty far so far, and now we really want to take it to the next level. And yeah.
Well, what's exciting is that we have, the last time we checked, so like 2-3 days ago, we had over 111 nationalities inside the app. So we have users from over 111 different countries, with a majority of the users from the US, so almost 40% from the US, 15 till 20% German users, and the rest just from all around the world. So you can catch messages and paper planes from any country you can imagine, basically.
Yeah, that's amazing, man. That's great. You said that the United States has the lion's share of the people, but even at 40%, that's still 60% of people from other countries, man. That's a great bit of diversity there. I know you guys know how much I love the diversity being here. You know, that's a big part of who we are and what we do. And, you know, our international students, you know, are some of our best and brightest that we've ever had. You know, we have great people even in our own country, but a lot of our international students have done so well and gone and done such amazing things. So I love the international feel that you guys are bringing. 111 countries is pretty impressive, man. And as you know, I've been to one country in my whole life, so I'm excited to, as soon as maybe once my life slows down, I can go visit you guys and make Germany number 2. Maybe. I think we at least have to set up one of those rooms, and then it's just like me and you guys who just share a room, and we can, on your app, and we can just send nice messages to each other. I'm looking forward to that.
Can't wait for this.
You don't even have to travel. Just hop on the app and get to know people from 111 countries.
Yeah, right. That's really cool, man. I like that a lot. You know, I know, Manuela, you said you've been trying to stay competitive and athletic. You know, are you you're still playing tennis in some form or fashion?
I mean, yeah, I know. I mean, I play. I do play, but it's like once, twice a week. I mean, depends. Actually, Artur started playing, and he plays very well now.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So
That, you know, that makes a lot of sense. Being one of our more just generally athletic people, I think he'd be pretty versatile and be able to handle tennis pretty well.
Thank you.
Not that we need Artur's head to get any bigger, but we'll focus on that, on something else maybe.
But yeah, it has been difficult, to be honest. I mean, the season here was canceled completely. I joined the club here, I joined the team, but yeah, it was basically canceled. And let's see. I mean, next year, hopefully there's something going on. Yeah, but it was, I had my times. It was hard motivating myself. You know, if you don't have a team that motivates you going to practice or going to conditioning, it's hard to, you know, keep your motivation. Be like, okay, I'm going to go for a run now, or oh, I'm going to, you know, work out somehow. So there was the change. And actually at the beginning I was like, I don't know. I need this people around me that push me. Me going to the gym just like that without any goal was kind of, yeah, it was weird at the beginning. Now it's better. Now I get.
Preaching to the choir, I have that struggle every single day.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different when I don't have student athletes around this fall to make fun of me for being out of shape. It's a little bit harder to keep on my workout schedule. What about you guys? You guys playing any soccer? Probably not with how busy you are with the app, but worth asking.
We started, like, we used to play soccer like towards the winter, but to be honest, first of all, it's been freezing cold, and secondly, the place where we practice, whenever we went to practice, we just ran for 45 minutes straight. And imagine you go once to practice during the entire week, and the only thing, half of the time you do is just running. And to be honest, and that league, nobody can force you to run.
I mean, at this point, we don't want to become better. We just want to have some fun kicking around. And we were playing Sunday league. Yeah. And that coach used to let us run for 45 minutes straight. You come out of work, you just want to kick the ball for a bit. And in Sunday league, you have to run for 45 minutes doing sprints and burpees. So you're like, it's not worth it.
And you know, the worst thing is if he tells you have to run, but he doesn't tell you when to stop. And he did this every single time. And
it was Dixon all over again.
Yeah.
But it was, but we wouldn't get any scholarship, and we will play Sunday league. So it's like, no way.
Can't believe it took 10 minutes for a Dixon shout out there. Here we are. Coach Dixon. Yeah, I just talked to him yesterday, actually. He's doing well. Him and his family just moved recently, but they got their new house, and they're doing well, man.
Awesome.
And Joe, I got to talk to Coach Kissel soon. You know, I haven't talked to him in a few months. It's been a while. Usually he never leaves my email inbox for a while. He wasn't. But I'll touch base with him soon. You know, one thing with Coach is we weren't able to have the Hall of Fame induction back in April, so where he was getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. So you know, hopefully the COVID stuff can go away. We can have you all back, and you know, we can induct Joe in, and then maybe one day Artur and Chahin will get in there.
Right. They're all American for sure. That's the first one.
All Americans, all right, I guess. It's decent.
I remember you gave me the news.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, and you guys fooled me at the beginning.
Yeah, you hugged me so hard, I think my ribs almost broke. You Germans, man, you got aggressive hugs. You got to relax a little bit.
That's the thing over here. We just walk around like that.
Yeah, I get it. So maybe let's talk about, you know, Goldey a little bit more. Like what's something that you learned while you were at Goldey, or something that happened while you were at Goldey that kind of put you where you are now, or shaped the things that you do now? Something good about Goldey. What happened here? Any thought to that?
You can start.
I mean, for me, Goldey was actually life changing, to be honest. Jeremy, I had, I mean, everything. I don't even know where to start, to be honest. Like in every aspect of life, I learned from the people. I learned from the experience. Everything. I mean, at the beginning, you come there, you don't know what to expect. I don't know. I didn't know what to think of the experience, and then going there, getting to know so many people, and it was very surprising to me, how welcoming the people are there, and that you're directly part of a family. So that was something that also I feel like empowered me in a way that I would have never imagined. Like, just to give you an example, like here in Germany, I was never a good student. I mean, I was average, but I was not a good student. And going to Goldey and having those people around you that actually empower you, that make you believe in yourself, I mean, I started to get A's, and my mom was like, since when are you an A student? Like, what happened over there? And I think there was really the environment. It was really the people, the professors. It's so different, the mentality, the mindset of, hey, you can do it, and we help you with that. And whatever you're facing, you can do it. And just that change of mentality until today is just what has, shaped me throughout then my life. I mean, my time at Goldey and now and also at work. I mean, this has been very, very, for me, amazing. I think it's now you.
You want to go first?
Yes, I think my mom always told me a slogan. Actually, Goldey's slogan. She always says, "Chief Grader," and I think this slogan really fits well with Goldey because when we joined Goldey, it was like we started small. We started with like a few people that we knew, and we just at the end met everyone. Everyone was good with us. Everyone was super helpful for us. And Goldey kind of gave me personally a direction, a goal, and I got to meet one of my best friends in life, and also, for example, the teachers that we met during our classes, they weren't just teachers that basically see you as a number or just as a student. They really sat down with you try to educate you, try to mentor you, and not just the teachers. I mean, you, Dixon, everyone. And I think Goldey gave me personally a lot of different perspectives, because I met also so many different internationals. I grew into a soccer family, or entire Goldey family that integrates you into everything you do and makes life very, very easy for you. And the support that I got during this entire time is something that was so valuable for my personal development and for my, I would say, spirit.
I think Manu said the perfect word, the perfect phrase, and that Goldey was life-changing. I mean, besides the fact that I have now countless of people in my life that I can call my family, from my teammates, from my classmates, from my mentors, from my professors, from my coach, from my co-workers, etc., etc. Besides giving me this amazing family for the rest of my life, for me it was similar like Chahin and Manu, that I came to Goldey. I'm 18 years old and I had no clue about who I am, no clue about what I want, and not really an idea what I'm good at, what my passion is, what my purpose is. Because in Germany, you're not really trained for those things. So in Germany, most of the things were like, okay, I'm yeah, I have to settle down for average. I have to settle down for this. But at Goldie, I learned, thanks to our family, I learned who I am. I learned what I want. I learned what my passion is, what my purpose is, and what I love to do, and what's sort of the greatest idea of myself that I can be and become one day. So yeah, so forever, Goldie's gonna set that footprint in my life for sure.
It really makes you, it helps you to evolve.
Yeah, it sets that kind of ground that you need to then set off in life, you know, and because after that, whatever you face, basically, you're like, I'm good. I think I'm good. I can do it.
And the coolest thing is that you don't just evolve, you evolve with your family. We've seen you coming there when you were 24 years old.
How do you?
We've seen Dixon, our coach, yeah, getting, yeah, becoming a father, I mean, with his fourth child. We've seen all our classmates, teammates grow with us. All the professors grow with us. I mean, we've been evolving as a family for 6 years, and now you can see it. I mean, now you got Goldie has really evolved within those 6 years. So it was amazing. Like we were all evolving, we were all growing together, and all helping each other grow.
Yeah, and I think, you know, even just your answer to that question is why you guys are where you are now. I asked you a little bit about Goldie, and you guys, between the three of you, did an absurd amount of winning and achieving in your sport, and none of that even came up. It's all about the people around you and the support and just wanting to be better and greater. And I think, that's what got you guys, especially with your app, but even, Manuela and everything that you do too, why you are where you are. It's why you developed an app to get people to think creatively and to be helpful with each other and love each other and send, helpful messages and things like that, because, that's what you are now and that's what you found. And I think, it's great, man. I love watching you guys win as much as the next guy, but I feel that way across all of our sports. I love watching all of our kids win, but you guys, the most important thing in your life is going to be your life, and there's a lot of life outside of soccer and tennis, and you guys show that every day. And that's why, they asked me to run this interview, and I was, ecstatic for a number of reasons. I'm just glad to be able to be back with you guys. It feels like you've been gone for 100 years. So it's good. I'm glad we were able to talk a little bit more. And we're not going to let this be a one-off thing either, by the way. I'm gonna start nagging you guys to get on the phone with me.
Get the boys in there as well.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. We see which of the guys left around. I mean, I'm sure we have some local guys. I know I run into Jalen all the time, Jalen Mack, and a bunch of those goofballs that are still hanging around. You can see if you get in there. I saw Declan even picked up some weights for the first time in his life the other day on Instagram. Yeah. It's about time. Let's start talking about the future, man. Like what's next for you guys? Like what are you excited about coming forward? What are you thinking? What's going on next? Whether it's personal life or professional.
So for me, Jeremy, I already started looking for a permanent position. Hopefully within DHL. I really, really like working there. The culture, it's actually quite cool because it reminds me of Goldie in that sense, because it's so many international people. Like I only speak English at work, so that's very cool. I met other people from other countries, and at the beginning I was scared that I was coming back to Germany and being only within then German people, but actually no, it's very cool there. So I'm hopefully I can find a permanent position. I want to pursue a career in HR, so let's see what the future brings in that sense.
Okay, I think what we think of the future, we developed now the app for 9 months or 10 months. I'm not sure how long, but we got it to a point where we feel comfortable spreading it to more people. And our first, when we came, we wanted to create a product that is minimal and that we can basically test and improve. But now we're at a point where we really want to get it out. And that's definitely the biggest step that we want to tackle, to get it now to people from really around the world and to hundred thousands of people. And that's coming, God's willing, in the next coming year.
Yeah, I mean, we really see and we hear a lot from our users what value the app brings in their lives, and we are 100% certain and what an impact the app can have, and we want to scale this. We really want to help millions of people to experience true human connection whenever they want, whenever they need it, and we want to help millions of people to connect more meaningfully with another and with people they might have never met before from all around the world. And yeah, as Chahin said, we're now at the point where we can say, okay, this is our goal. We've built something that people like to use. We know what we need to improve to deliver even more value, but we're ready. We're ready to the millions.
That's really cool. I mean, I'm excited to see you guys grow it too, man. I was excited when you started the Smart Students, and I was even more excited when you guys started this one. And I'm glad to hear that it's going well, and you guys your followership has grown, and your app downloads have grown, and you're thinking creatively to grow the app to find ways that you can grow it and not just be complacent with where you are. You want to get better, and that's what we love about our hard-driven Germans, is they never satisfied. So we love about you. How about a favorite Goldey memory?
Oh, you start this time.
Yeah, let's start with Artur. Let's go backwards here.
I think that's an easy one. It's a very easy one, and we know it. Winning the championship three years ago. I'm still watching the documentary from Jeff, and it's just watching the documentary.
It makes you cry.
Yeah, seeing all the boys, seeing all of us together. Man, I don't think you will. Maybe one of the best memories of my life, not just the best Goldey memory. For real.
I'm sure Chahin's going to echo that.
I agree. And I believe everyone agrees on that. Ask everyone in our team and they're going to respond to this.
What about you, Manuela?
Well, I think, of course, the day when we won and went basically to nationals, we classified, that was amazing. I mean, that moment where basically the hard work paid off finally. It was just a release. I don't know. I didn't know if I should cry or laugh or, yeah. I think, of course, that moment is just gonna stick forever. But I feel that whole year, that every single thing that we did as a team, and it really felt like different than the years before. Because the years before, of course, we fought, but this year we really, we put everything into it. Like not only on the court, but we did so much off the court, so much work, every single one of us. I think all those moments were so hard, and then coming there to this point, actually making it somehow. We didn't believe it, and it was, yeah. So I think the last year I would say as a big moment. My senior year.
It makes sense. It was a crazy thing to watch. Our tennis team over the course of the last 6 years since I've been here, has been the most established and successful program we have. But to advance to the Sweet 16 is something that very few of our teams will ever do, let alone have done in the past. It it was a lot of fun to watch. I know our men's soccer team that year almost
Minute.
found themselves in the same spot.
1 minute.
We won't blame anybody. Oh man. But so I mean that year too, 2017-18, men's soccer was, not only some of the most talented, just fun to watch soccer ever, but you guys were just a fun group of guys, man. There's that group of 10 seniors. I think it was 10. It was something in that area. You guys have been together for 4 years with barely anybody transferring in or transferring out, and you guys grew a bond, man. It was a lot of fun to watch, and it was absolutely horrendous to watch you leave, to be honest, if I'm being completely honest. But that goes for that tennis team too. Seeing you guys, our seniors graduated, there's almost hardly anybody left from that team after this year. There's still a couple, but as people continue to graduate, I miss more and more people. But I got a lot of places to visit, so I look forward to that. Last question before I kind of let you guys go. I know you guys are busy. I don't know what time it is there in Germany, but it looks dark out. Is it dark?
It's like almost 8.
8
p.m.
Any advice for current Lightning students or student athletes out there? It'd be great to hear some advice that you could give them.
You go ahead.
Not all at once.
You gotta prepare us.
Oh man, it's better when you go in cold. I get better answers.
One advice that Dre gave me back then, Andre, he was also a men's soccer legend, and he told me on the first day when I arrived at Goldey, just be kind to everyone, because it is really a small school, and you will realize that it's a family. So I think if you follow that advice, at least back in our time, you would have a lot of fun and meet incredible people, because everyone is really, really nice at Goldey. And yeah, if you're kind to everyone, it'll be really easy for you to become part of that family.
Cornejo.
So what I would advise is just try things out, like be open to new things and be open to learning a lot and connecting with people, because I feel like especially my first year I didn't do that too much, but afterwards I started also connecting with professors. I mean, here in Germany you don't do that, so that's why it was not nature to me. But once I started doing that, talking to professors, you learn so much and they push you really to become better. So I think that would be my advice, to really go out there, try new things out, and then join the organizations that they have, the student organizations, and try to find yourself through trying out. Like, actually a shout out to Dan Young, because he gave me like this opportunity to be a moderator in the TEDx event, and I hated public speaking, and he pushed me to that and actually put me into that spot that I had to learn it and I had to deliver. And I think without this push I would not been able to actually overcome that fear or that anxiety in front of people. And after that I enjoyed it. I started enjoying speaking in front of people. I really I needed that push, and I think that's why I would advise others to do the same, and through the others try to push yourself and learn about yourself as well.
I have 3 things to advise people who come to Goldey. First thing is, if you ever thought you're not being yourself or something, Goldey is a place where you can really be yourself, show yourself. Everyone's going to treat you without judgment. Everyone's going to be kind to you. and it's going to support you. So whenever, if you ever wanted to be different, change your habits or whatever, you can really do this at Goldey, and everyone's going to accept it and accept you as you are. The second thing is don't just Netflix and chill when you have time. Yeah, find something that you can learn about. Find something that interests you, and really spend the time you have to improve your skills or evolve in there, or at least try to find a direction that passionates you. And the third thing is, if you have the chance, join the athletic program. It's honestly, it's one of the best things at Goldey. Like I'm not sure if our experience would be the same if we wouldn't have joined the athletic program, where it's so much fun. We had such great teammates, and everything was just better because of it. And yeah, not just the team supports you. It's the athletic director. It's you, Jeremy. It's the entire process and recognition that you get that really makes you happy and really wants you to become a good student. They really shape you to become a good student, because it's not easy to handle practice, school, and whatever interests you at the same time, but they push you to develop habits and best practices and team goals that help you become better and succeed in these areas.
I think all three of those are great pieces of advice. I think you guys are some of my my favorite people that have come through here, and I just can't thank you enough for hopping on and talking with me a little bit. I'm you guys' biggest fan, so anytime you do something positive, I'm going to share it in whatever way I can. So just know that we miss you around here. We're watching everything you're doing, and we're really excited about you. And and I love you, and I hope to talk to you guys soon. Okay.
Thank you very much,
Thank you, Jeremy.
Love
we
you,
miss
brother.
you too.
Thank you very much.
Greetings to everyone.
Talk to you guys soon. I'll let everybody know you said hello.
Hi to everyone.
Hi to
I love you guys.
We miss you and love you.